any of the stories this evening. Let's see what's happening in the headlines.
In the headlines tonight, Minister Nyamutoro survives attempted shooting by private security guards. Over 29 houses burnt in Atiak Sub-County, Amuru District. And the Democratic Party launches membership registration in the West Nile region. This and more in the NILE News Bulletin.
It's the 20th of June 2024. You're most welcome to the NILEcast only on West Nile Television. Now let's dive straight into the stories that have made headlines today. The Territorial Police of Rubanda District have arrested 5 private security guards of Wolves Security Company who allegedly resisted the Minister of State for Energy and Mineral Development, Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, and her technical team to access an illegal mining site that was under the possession of National Cement Company, cocking their guns, threatening to shoot at the team at Butare, Katojo, in Muko Sub-County, Rubanda District. Take a look.
The Territorial Police of Rubanda District have arrested 5 security guards of Wolves Security Company who allegedly resisted the Minister of State for Energy and Mineral Development, Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, and their technical team to access an illegal mining site of the National Cement, cocking their guns and threatening to shoot at Butare, Katojo, in Muko Sub-County, Rubanda District.
The minister is here. The commander is here. Where did you join from? Where did you join from? You want to shoot? We are here. We go. We go. Come. You get orders from where? No, I was not allowed to shoot. They want to shoot the minister. You are the other side.
Happened?
Yes, they are saying not getting out. They are blocking us not to exit.
I think they called their boss and the boss told them shoot whoever comes there.
This is the impunity that some people exhibit.
Private security wants to shoot at us?
You can imagine, the bricks were even in the chamber they wanted to.
The plate was in the chamber.
They got an order.
It seems, and we shall seriously take it off.
No, we need to see who their boss is. Who is that to give orders to shoot at who the directors are? Please, call them. Bring them to book. Actually, they should be the ones under arrest.
Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, the State Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, during her routine check, halted the illegal mining activities done by the National Cement Company with immediate effect.
Kato, we are going to come back to ensure that the equipment has been moved away and mining has been closed in all the areas that National Cement is illegally carrying out mining. 2 weeks from today is when, and on behalf of the ministry, we apologize for all the inconveniences caused. Let us swing into action and ensure that this is stopped immediately. And probably this should send out a message to everyone else that is doing illegal mining out there. We are not seated. We are going to move around. We are going to arrest whoever is culpable, and we are going to stop mining with immediate effect wherever we find it being carried out, when it is not licensed by government and when it is especially infringing on other people's licenses that are supposed to be carrying out work. We have confirmed that there is illegal mining here in Butare, and we have closed off. Whoever is responsible as their equipment is being moved, if they want to acquire a mining license, the commissioner is here. They should officially come.
Police in Kavala District have arrested the private security guards for attempting to shoot at the State Minister for Energy and Mineral Development. Okumuringa Christine, for West Nile Television, NILEcast.
Moving on to Ajumani District, several houses in Pasilo village have gotten burnt due to tension among the Pasilo clan, leaving 300 people homeless and taking refuge at Attack police station. Take a look.
Several houses in Pashilo village have got burnt due to tensions among the Pashilo clan, leaving over 300 people homeless who are taking refuge at Atiak police station. According to James Oshaya, the landlord, on 18th June 2024, some Pashilo clan collectively gathered themselves in 7 trucks of people from various areas who went and attacked them as they were not aware of the threats, which caused a lot of damages to the people.
The whole clan of Pachilo organized. People were brought from Ukidi, from Pawiro, from Pagirinya side in Tipa lorries to fight us.
When, yesterday?
Yes. From the 10th and yesterday. On the 10th, 7 lorries were brought. Yesterday, 7 Tipa lorries were brought.
Pagirinya is in Jumani side?
Yes. There are some people who crossed that way. They were all brought here to fight the same thing. So, don't we have our tribes? We have our tribes. They mobilize their tribes. In case we also mobilize our tribe, what will it be in the face and the eyes of the government of Uganda? Tribes against tribe.
No, that would be catastrophic.
By today, you would find the action is different.
Oshaya James added that they did not respond to the attack as their motive is to maintain the peace among themselves.
They'll find people coming, footing by then, means of transport was a problem. People coming from Pabo, from Lamogi, from Amuru, they overnight under that tree. That is an old tree. My father named it Bidin. People come and overnight there. Then they go to Bibia market. They come, they overnight here. Then they go to their places. So we, the children of Asiano, we had borrowed the way he was living with people. And we want that way to continue.
Samuel Akera, the local council to Atiak sub-county in Amur district, highlighted the background of the area and said it is due to lack of clear boundaries.
And the Simpson was covering all this area. So when I came, that was not the last day, I moved with him. So this is now where area of conflict. Game farm is not very far from here, but I don't know the exact boundary between where the title for game farm ends.
Game farm?
That is at Atiak Sugar Factory.
Oh, Atiak Sugar. Yes.
So now locally here now, when you want people to know, now you got it game farm.
Game farm.
So I don't know exactly where it has started. So now it will mean area in conflict is right away from boundary of game farm, covering all of this area roads.
This land is made.
ASP Ongom David Mudong, the public relations officer for Aswa West region, confirms the incident of what happened and said police is carrying investigations to ascertain the real cause as culprit will be put to book.
This incident happened. Of course, yesterday the police got a distress call regarding an incident of arson, which was reported at the police. But we, as the police, our ground is to ensure that we create a platform to ensure that all the criminal implications of the actions committed in this area, it is sorted and resolved within the provisions of the law. That is basically why we are here. Before I give my message, the fact is that for those who will be found culpable to have directly participated into these arson cases, of course, definitely, as part of our investigations, we have developed interest in those who could have participated in this, and definitely, to back up our investigation, they must either voluntarily come and record statements at the police, or else they will be apprehended, so that the investigation is carried out.
He, however, calls for calmness as police are looking for the culprits and said as police officers they cannot conclude the matters, but they will work hand in hand with the land authorities to make sure they come to the conclusion of the investigations.
Now, our information to the public, or our message to the public, is that much as the suspects are still at large or they have not yet specifically been identified, we call for calm and cooperation with the police, so that we ensure that we employ every possible avenues possible to ensure that this matter is resolved within the provisions of the law.
According to the natives of the land, the ancestors acquired the land in 1943. Up to date, nobody has come to claim on it as part of theirs from the recent political issues, which has now packed the issues. Peace Ushaki, Ojima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
Executive members of the Democratic Party on the 19th of June 2024 launched the official Democratic Party membership registration in the West Nile region at Heritage Park in Arua City to establish genuine members of the Democratic Party through formal subscription with the district chairpersons and obtaining of the Democratic Party membership cards. Take a look. Executive members of the Democratic Party on the 19th of June 2024 launched the official Democratic Party membership registration in the West Nile region at Heritage Park in Arua City to establish the genuine members of the Democratic Party through formal subscription with the district chairpersons and obtaining of the Democratic Party membership cards. The launch attracted Democratic Party members from the various districts of the West Nile region who also officially registered their membership and received membership cards. Lemeriga Fadil, the Arua City Democratic Party chairperson, stated that this exercise will help identify the real members of the party.
Today, we have started the registration process of members of the Democratic Party. In a club, there are supporters, there are fans, and there are owners of such an institution. So today, we have come to establish the real owners, the members of the Democratic Party, by subscribing formally with the district chairpersons have registration books in which you apply. If we approve your application, then thereafter we give you a party card. That one now entitles you to be identified as a genuine party member. This is the process we have to start. This process here will lead us into a national delegates conference where at least every city or district will have to send delegates. And for this year, we're going to have, for the first time, the delegates conference in northern Uganda. I pray that Arua hosts the one after western Uganda because I've never had one since 1954. So that is the process we're embarking on. We have lasted since 1954 because we look at your faith in the party than at the number of people, because quantity does not necessarily show your strength. NRM registers everybody regardless of the party or person's affiliation. It is the reason why they register 17 to 18 million people during the registration process, but when it comes to voting, the number drops drastically, which means those people they registered did not believe in the NRM doctrine and philosophy. So we want, as the Democratic Party, to avoid that. We want the two people to register in this process.
The Secretary General for the Democratic Party, Gerald Seranda, in his address to the press, stated that the membership registration provides a basis for membership, which is important for the party's rallying and mobilization in order to separate the supporters from the real party members.
Political party runs when we have a basis of the membership. Now, I want to stand here in West Nile. This is a process we have done everywhere in Uganda. And when you look at my book, the Honorable Robert Mao also registered in this booklet, because all of us, we are leadership member-based party that is based in the district where we come from. I want to take this opportunity today to appreciate you, the NEC members from the national level, for accepting to come home. And today, we will be also officially launching this process here by a representative from national, because we are a party whose membership is based at the districts. We are not based at national level. When we went to our region, in my village, I registered for barrister. Today, the Honorable Chaki, the Honorable Aliti Elia, the Honorable Gamerega, and the Honorable Kumura here will be registered, and all our parliamentary candidates. because we want you to have a party-based at home. We are doing this process basically because we want to separate the supporters from the real party members. We want to support the well-wishers, the supporters from the real members.
The Democratic Party is one of the oldest parties in Uganda, having been formed in 1954 before Uganda's independence in 1962. The Democratic Party process for the party members will begin at the grassroots, in villages to parishes, sub-counties, districts, and then national level, where the party will be set to hold the National Delegates Conference. Okumuringa Christine for West Nile Television, Nilecast.
Pakwach district leaders has urged the parents and religious leaders to renew their calls to address the escalating child and teenage pregnancy in Pakwach district. Take a look.
In a bid to mitigate child marriage and teenage pregnancy in Pakwach district, the district leadership has renewed calls to parents and religious leaders to address the escalating cases of the vice in the district. Recently, Honorable Robert Omitostin, Pakwach district chairperson, said they have organized couples of activities to create awareness on teenage pregnancy and child marriage among the youths in the district. He cited activities like football and netball competitions in each sub-county and town council, among others, to sensitize the masses on the dangers of early pregnancy.
The girl child faces a lot of challenges. That's why we need to prioritize the girl child so that before it is late, before they fall prey in the hands of the predators, before they fall victim of the circumstance by these bad-hearted people.
Honorable Omito lamented that girls face a lot of challenges in the hands of bad people in the district, and this calls for protracted efforts from all stakeholders to fight this vice.
At least this girl would have sneaked with the studies and would have attained a goal, and then from there she is capable of making a choice on the type of man she would love to marry and the kind of home when she is transformed, she is settled, she is employed.
Meanwhile, Emmanuel Subu, human rights activist in Pakwach district, promised that they will support the district in order to fight against culture and gender-based issues among the community.
You know, the issues affecting the girl child also affect us as civil society. So as civil society, we are here to add our voice to some of the voices the girls are actually bringing out that are happening at community level.
He asked other non-governmental organizations working in the district to add their voices and give support towards the agenda.
One of the critical issues this year we are battling with is the issue of teenage pregnancies, the early mothers. The men are dragging children out of school to become women, so children are carrying children.
2 years ago, during COVID-19, Pakwach district registered 1,878 cases of girls dropped out of school due to teenage pregnancy and child marriage, and this has prompted the district to renew calls to parents to get some ways to solve the increasing cases of teenage pregnancy and child marriage. The activities, which kicked off on Tuesday 18th June 2024, will end on 30th of this month in the sub-county Pakwach district. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
During the official opening of the ICT and Multimedia Skills Training organized for the youths by UCC at Moyo People's Hall, the youths have been tipped on a multi-million project under the Korean Agribusiness Center in partnership with the government of Uganda. Okumu Dominic reports.
The training, which started on Monday but was officially opened on Tuesday, brought in 100 youth and is intended to instill information technology and multimedia skills in the minds of the youth so as to allow them to enhance their skills and bridge the unemployment challenges facing them. Mr. Vochiri Geoffrey, the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, during the official opening of the training, tipped the youth to be in groups and use the knowledge being passed to them to capture a multi-million project which targets them, adding that the Korea Agribusiness Center provides opportunities for the youth to receive grants for agribusiness-related projects which he feels will transform the lives of the youth.
Notify and inform them that there's a big opportunity under Korea Agribusiness Center where we have youth having access to grants in form of loans when they come and grow, and they operate through cooperatives, and this is going to be financed, and they will have access to do their agribusinesses.
Mr. Wachigiu J.P. Patrick, a senior staff of Uganda Communications Commission in charge of West Nile and Banyoro region, said the training is intended to address and widen the knowledge of the youth in information and communication technology which has taken over the world, so as to address the challenges of unemployment among the youth in the country.
One of the key objectives is to stimulate the demand of ICT. We know right now ICT is the lifeblood of our business. You cannot do without the ICT. Even in our businesses, we need ICT. Even our dairy homes, when you need to serve, you need to buy, maybe you need to buy a car, ICT is required.
Mr. Nkambo Robert, the team leader who doubles as the chief facilitator during the training, expect the participants to put the knowledge they will acquire into practice so as to help them create employment opportunities for themselves instead of remaining idle and unemployed.
After the end of this training, we definitely expect these participants to immediately start using the skills to improve their livelihoods. We expect them to talk about themselves, make noise about themselves, talk about their products, talk about their businesses, talk about their dreams, create content that can market them, create content that can market Moyo and their dreams.
Alaro Habib, a participant in the training, lauded Uganda Communications Commission for bringing the training for the youth in Moyo district and said the knowledge he will acquire from the training will make him to be self-employed and make money for him.
It will help me to be self-employed. I'll be able to go out there at the end of the day training and get my ICT equipment out and start making out a living with the little knowledge I've got from this training.
Uganda Communications Commission UCC has for the past 5 months been training youth on information technology and multimedia skills across the country so as to embrace technology and create opportunities for the youth to become self-reliant, and the training in the West Nile region have been conducted in 4 districts of Pakwach, Arua, Yumbe and now in Moyo district. The training in Moyo district will run for 4 days under the theme Skilling the Youth for Entrepreneurial Development. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Ajumani district leaders have taken the initiative to clear off the water sport, which has been a health hazard to the population near the market through food contaminations. Onzima Alan reports.
For a long period of time, people and vendors of Awendere Market, Ajumani Town Council in Ajumani District have been suffering due to the hygiene threats as they were facing in the market due to the poor hygiene near the market premises. Honorable Anyama Ben, the LC5 chairperson, Ajumani District, said they took the initiative together with the Ajumani Town Council to clear off the water spot, which could have been health threats to the population in the area due to food contaminations.
We have taken the decision as a district and have asked the town council to work on that road because it is near the main market of the district. And because of failure of UNURA to work on the road, it has caused waterlogged. The result of a waterlog is contamination. The result is smell. The result are many. And yet this is a place which is near the main market of Ajuman district, where everybody is buying food. Everybody is buying anything to eat from. Many we are eating contaminated thing which is caused because of the non-maintenance of the road by UNRWA.
Mr. Henry Amoko, the chairperson of Wendere Market Vendors Association, thanked the authorities for their work but expressed his dissatisfaction over the delayment of the exercise. He, however, challenged them to always make it a priority to do inspections as it is their mandate and responsibilities as district leaders.
I thank them for intervention. I want the request from them as people in authority. This kind of work should be done not by pressure. They should do it as their sole responsibility. They should do it as it is a mandate. It should not be that the media following them and now they are doing it. No. This thing has been here for over a good period of months.
Meanwhile, Sitaraya Lilian, a market vendor in Awendere Market, highlighted the challenges they are facing with stagnant water like bad smells and appeals to the relevant authorities to allocate a strategic standpoint for dumping garbages as they conduct regular inspections.
So, I thank you a lot for cleaning around our environment. Otherwise, we are suffering a lot. The road was smelling, the water could not blow, so the water was just stagnant. And there's a lot of mosquitoes were disturbing us. But what I beg from you, maybe you continue seeing this road as the road is just ever. Whenever it rains, the water just remain in one place. You have to come and help us and at least to come and check the environment. Another thing is we don't have the proper place of putting our rubbish. So we don't know. Sometimes when we go and dump the rubbish pit somewhere where they have told us to take it, sometimes they charge us and they tell.
According to the information, this has taken some good periods of time since the roads were worked on, and for this, it has forced the district authorities and the town council to take interventions. Peace Ushaki, Njima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
As a fan of sports who will want to miss what continues to transpire in the world of sports, I can confirm to you the ongoing Arua City ball game 2 has already reached in finals. I'm talking about netball and also a different sporting activity which is transpiring that side of Atoli land. And at the same time, I can also confirm to you Euro 2024 is getting interesting in Germany, and at the same time, transfer is getting up to the wire. Managers are moving here and there. Clubs are looking for managers and also new players. But before we jet and talk about Euro and at the same time about gossips, let's first take a look at what is happening within. Before we talk about the ball game 2 in Arua City, let's first take a look at what is happening in Atoli land as Glue City Boxing Club has received new boxing equipment in order to boost the sporting activity in the city. Let's first take a look at the story.
Over the years, boxing coaches in the Chuli sub-region have been struggling to transform the young talented boxers from amateur to professional boxers due to limited training equipment. Aspiring these young talented youth between the tires with no rope to guard them from being punched out of the ring by the speedy punch from their opponents.
And then straight punches and uppercut. I was not having enough guys.
Just like Komagum Daniel, lack of experience in a professional boxing ring made Sunday Opio also to lose one of his game at national level.
Watimu awaspire idi arno be ring pe mu achu mere taya ring ketiye aketu tola kama kajimini liafol libere kilori arkibiti.
But today, Ordinary Hero UK has just blessed the boxing fraternity in the Chuli sub-region with a simple but meaningful boxing ring.
We spoke to Dennis, the head coach, and asked him what he needed for his boxing team, and he needed a ring. Because when these guys go down to Kampala to compete, they've not had the ring experience. They've just trained in a big open space, so they run around. They need to concentrate on training inside the ring. It'll just improve Gulu Boxing Club.
It was the first time most of these fighters who are being selected to represent Acholi sub-region during a vegetation fight with Langon sub-region to fight in a ring like this.
Style one in. Style one in. No. Style one in.
According to Greg Robinson, a UK amateur boxer with a good training facility, Acholi sub-region can bring up some of the best boxers the world has ever seen.
These kids here, the potential that they have is incredible. I've seen it. So we need to nurture that potential and train them in the right way so they can go to competitions and really show how good Acholi boxers can be.
Mulindra Dennis Odom, a boxing coach at Gulu Boxing Club, says lack of training facility like this ring made them to lose many times at national level.
Gym no wape ki training equipment manjo chakene wa ko nwa ke techniques no pad wa ge so the sparring so ene ye chakene bel challenge ki don madir lo ene no ne chakene mano wa tika cher Kampala no jo mano guitar da talented ene no ne club no chakene pe ker me chalo to bad no club no te ker me mi training lo to.
According to Mulindra, in Acholi sub-region, boxing is among the game negatively being understood by many, and less support is given to the boxers, even by the leaders. Stephen Okedo for West Nile Television, Nilecast.
Away from that story of boxing, in West Nile Television we give you a lot in varieties of sporting activity. Let's narrow it within West Nile region, discussing ongoing ball game 2 at Barifa. I can confirm to you from the sector of netball, the games have already proceeded to the finals, and the final will be played on Saturday. Looking at how things transpired in the semi-final, I can confirm to you it's going to be the repeat of last season's, as last year's final between Arua Public Senior Secondary School and Munigal Senior Secondary School, where we saw Munigal Senior Secondary School eliminating Mvara Senior Secondary School. Meanwhile, on the other side, Arua Public Senior Secondary School, the defending champions, eliminated Diofe Girls Senior Secondary School. And for athletics is also bouncing back tomorrow. It's 2 days tournament, which is kick-starting tomorrow and will be also ending as climaxing on Saturday. The same day the finals of the netball will be played, will be the same day. That's when athletics will be climaxing. And someone, of course, will want to know where these games are taking place. These games are taking place at the Barifa playing ground. We don't have any stadium here in West Nile. What we have in here are football grounds, or as playing grounds. It will be taking place at Barifa playing grounds. And for the basketball, it was one-day tournament which took place yesterday. Things are done, but awarding ceremony will be on Saturday. Let's drop that one there, and we now jet to Europe. And it won't sound nice if I don't talk about the ongoing European Championship, which is hosted by Germany. And Germany, the host country, becomes the first country to proceed to the knockout stages round of 16 after a 2-0 win over Hungary yesterday in Group A. Goals from Ike Gundogan and also Jamal Musiala were enough to send Germany through to the knockout stages of the ongoing European Championship qualifiers. That one wasn't the only game which took place yesterday. Also, we had a 1-1 draw between Scotland and Switzerland, still in the same group. And in Group B, there was a 2-2 tie between Croatia and Slovenia. That means Croatia, they have played 2 games, losing 1 when they were actually beaten in the open game by Spain, and also yesterday drawing 2-2. And for Scotland, they lost their first game into the hands of the host nation, that's Germany, and also yesterday drawing 1-1 with that's Switzerland. And games also bouncing back tonight. In fact, a game has already taken place, and Slovenia playing with Serbia, which ended 1-1. As I talk right now, England, they are locking horns with Denmark of Kasper Schmeichel. I know so many can remember Kasper Schmeichel, the former custodian for the team of Leicester City. And the biggest of it will be coming tonight at 10 p.m. Do you know what? Spain, of course, will be battling it out with Italy. Italy in the first game, they beat Albania by 2-1. They are also the defending champions. Meanwhile, Spain, they ran riot over Croatia, demolishing them by 3-0. The team which will win tonight, of course, will also be proceeding to the round of 16 of the ongoing 2024 European Championship in Germany. And let's now shift to what is happening in the world of transfers. I can confirm to you, Leicester City have already appointed Steve Cooper as their new manager. So many, I think, know about Steve Cooper. If you are a fan of English Premier League, previously he has been managing Nottingham Forest before him being sacked. And Leicester City also lost their manager into the hands of the Blues. That's Chelsea. I am talking about Enzo Maresca, just after one season and guiding the team back to the top tier of English football. Enzo Maresca going to Stamford Bridge, being replaced by Steve Cooper, and at the same time relegated Burnley. Right now they are in market looking for a new manager. The manager who is leading the race at the moment, a tough more, is Ruud van Nistelrooy, the former striker of Manchester United. Previously, he has been managing PSV Eindhoven. He actually guided them in the second position in 2022/2023 season, and also he won not German Derby Pokal, that cup with the team of PSV Eindhoven before leaving the club. And with that, we have come to the closer of today's edition of NILEcast Sports News, which is always under the umbrella of NILEcast. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is West Nile Television. Let's link up again tomorrow. I promise tomorrow I'll be in person to update you with what continues to transpire in ball game 2 of Arua City.
Benson Pastore for yet another NILEcast Sports Edition only on West Nile Television. And that via marks the end of the NILEcast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always for being with us from the beginning of the NILEcast to the end of the NILEcast only on West